Okay, so let's just get into all of the shows that I watched in March. Like the last wrap up I didn't watch a whole lot outside of the shows that I made videos for. I even have to look it up because I feel like I didn't watch very much TV at all. That's not true. I didn't watch a lot of Korean TV. I watched a lot of Friends. Yeah, so I watched the first 10 episodes of Sky Castle. I have a first impression-ish video. Usually my first impressions are 3, max 6 episodes, but I did 10 because I still wasn't sure if I was going to continue watching and just do a full season review, but I stopped at 10 and you can watch why down below. And then I finished off Romance as a Bonus. I watched 4 episodes of He is Psychometric, which is awesome. I freaking love this show. I want it to collect a little bit before I go back and watch it because it's so good. I really want to binge this show. I abandoned Clean with a Passion for now. I believe Touch Your Heart is finished, but I haven't watched all of it because I got super distracted. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning for Touch Your Heart. I watched the episode where the man with some sort of learning or mental disability was charged for the murder of the woman's husband. You know that case? Great show. I'm so in love with the show, but as soon as I saw that he was sentenced to 20 years in prison, I was just like, wow. Wow. And it was so distracting to me because I have a criminology diploma. Not very impressive. It's a 2-year diploma, so by no means an expert in Canadian criminology or the Canadian legal court system or anything like that, but I do have a little bit more knowledge than the average person does. So my brain just went running. I was like, how would this case have been handled in Canada? And I just started thinking of like mens rea and actus reus and not criminally responsible due to mental disorder, like all these things, and I just like my brain would not shut up. So I had to stop watching Touch Your Heart and research. First degree murder, second degree murder, manslaughter, criminal negligence causing death. Like I was just researching all of the terms that I could think about to like relearn them almost because I really was interested in how they would apply to this case. And then I also started Googling for precedents. So I had a whole video idea about discussing how the Touch Your Heart case would have played out in Canada, but I couldn't find the right information, and it became much more of a thing than I was hoping it would. I definitely thought, you know, like I could just research precedents and then bam, there would be my video, because the way Canadian legal courts work, if there's a case similar to the one that's being tried, then the judge will defer to the judgment of the last case because they create precedents, especially if it's a higher up case. Like say the Supreme Court of Canada made a ruling on a case very similar to the one that's happening on a lower, and that lower court has to kind of follow what the Supreme Court of Canada's decision is. I was like so sure that I'd be able to get this guy off, and then I texted my really good friend Abby and I was like, we need to go to coffee. We need to go to coffee and discuss this case because she also has a criminology diploma. She finished a year after me, and it was so funny to see that like I was coming from a place of a lawyer and her mindset is of a prosecutor. So I was like, what about this? What about this? Like he would totally get off, right? Like at least at a reduced sentence, like 20 years, like wow. And she was like, but you said he had kind of a job, he had responsibility, and he ran away. He knows what he did was wrong, so bam, he's guilty. And it was just so funny to see our two sides. And then anyways. She is a prosecutor, I'm a lawyer. Okay, and the only other show, K-drama, that I watched that I didn't make a video for is an older show, and it's only 2 episodes of an hour long each, so it's kind of like a feature film length, so very easy to consume, and that is Splash Splash Love. High school girl who gets transported back in time, and it's just her romance and interactions with the crown prince. Okay, this is not great media. Like this, don't watch Splash Splash Love if you want something like an art house film. Like this is not a beautiful piece of work or anything like that. It's really popcorn, guilty pleasure. Yeah, just really guilty pleasure. I had so much fun, like so much fun. Like this was great trash. It also starred an actor that I have seen in, I think it's Radio Romance, and I really liked him in Radio Romance, and seeing him in Splash Splash Love just made me realize how much I actually do like this actor. He's very charismatic and his eyes are very expressive. So I would love to see him in more things. And also the actress, this female lead, she's beautiful and she also did a really good job. Fun, lighthearted storyline, popcorn, like it's so easy to watch. It's on Viki, so if you're looking for just something super simple, maybe craving a little bit of a period piece, you know, Splash Splash Love, I do recommend. And there's a scene at the end. The ending to Splash Splash Love is so satisfying. It's so good. Quick spoiler. So there's a scene at the ocean when he's holding her in his arms. The way that she travels through time is it has to rain and then she has to jump into like a small puddle or pool of water, and then that transports her. And the look between them as he's holding her and she's like, okay, you can drop me, and then he drops her and it was like okay, so I kind of flew through what I watched in March because I kind of want to talk a little bit about a few things that I'm very excited to watch this month. Did you guys know about the new IU Netflix mini series that's coming out? This is just a trailer that popped up on my YouTube newsfeed and I watched it. Is that IU? I don't even care what this is about. I'm gonna watch it. And I believe it comes out April 3rd or 4th. So there, you can bet your britches I'm going to be making a video about that. Ooh, my package is delivered. I just ordered a new table and it just arrived at my mom's house, so I'll get that and that'll go right over there. Once the table's up and a few of my art pieces are hanging, I'm gonna do a apartment tour, so probably next month. You can look out for that. I'm very excited to do that. So the other thing that I saw on YouTube, but it was a fan-made compilation like trailer sort of thing. All I know about it is what I can kind of glean from this fan-made trailer. I will link it down below. And the movie is called Real. And it looks like kind of about a love triangle between a man, a woman, and like either a machine or a clone of the man or something. Like it looks very interesting. And it looks like it might be rated R, or at least not suitable for all audience, because it is a movie and movies don't have quite the same censorship restrictions on them in Korea as, you know, TV does. So I'm also gonna finish up Touch Your Heart. I know that for certain, and I'm not gonna put out there that I'm gonna watch anything else because yeah, so let me know down below what your guys' favorite watch from March is, and also I'd really like to know what you're looking forward to watching in April, because I don't usually ask that question, and a lot of the time I find myself kind of scrolling through Viki trying to find the next show that I'm going to watch. So right now I'm definitely feeling historical dramas. That is why I put on Splash Splash Love, because that's some historical trash that was so good in the moment. So good in the moment. So if you can think of maybe a show like Moonlight Drawn by Clouds, Moon Lovers Rio, I think that's what it's called. I'm feeling that kind of, if you can think of any shows that are historical, with a focus on romance, younger cast. I do usually enjoy younger casts more. Much appreciated. Put it down below. So I've rambled enough. Have a good day. Have a good night. Bye.